You send a text. 3 dots appear. Then they vanish. Your stomach drops. Your mind starts running through every possible reason. Did you say something wrong? Are they mad? Did you ruin it? It feels irrational. A tiny gray bubble on a screen should not be able to hijack your entire nervous system. But it does. Every single day, in every corner of the world, millions of people feel a jolt of panic over silence on a phone. You have been told this is just modern anxiety, a byproduct of technology. Something wrong with you, or with your generation, or with the attention economy. But the real answer is far stranger. It has almost nothing to do with your phone. It has everything to do with something that happened to your ancestors 40,000 years ago in a world where a single silence could mean death. Here is what most people never learn about the human brain. It does not know the difference between social rejection and physical danger, not metaphorically, literally. In 2003, a researcher named Naomi Eisenberger ran an experiment at UCLA. She put people inside an fMRI scanner and had them play a simple ball-tossing game with 2 other players. The game was called Cyberball. It looked harmless. 3 animated characters passing a ball back and forth. Then something changed. The other 2 players stopped throwing the ball to the participant. They excluded them. Nothing violent happened. No pain, no danger, no threat. Just silence and being left out of a simple game. The brain scans told a different story. The same regions that lit up during physical pain, the anterior cingulate cortex, lit up during social exclusion. Being ignored did not just feel bad. Neurologically, it registered as an injury. Why would evolution build a brain that treats rejection like a wound? The answer takes you back much further than any phone, any screen, any notification sound. For most of human history, you did not survive alone. A human being separated from the group in the Pleistocene did not last long. No claws, no fur thick enough for winter, no fangs, just soft skin, slow legs, and a brain built almost entirely around one survival strategy: cooperation. If your ancestors were cast out of the tribe, that was not an inconvenience. That was a death sentence. No one to share food during a bad hunt. No one to warn you when predators circled at night. No one to help carry you if you broke a leg on the trail. So the brain adapted. It built an alarm system tuned specifically to detect the earliest signs of social distance: a cold tone, a missed glance, a pause where warmth used to be. That alarm did not disappear when humans built cities, invented writing, or launched satellites into orbit. It is still sitting there, inside you, right now, fully operational, just waiting for a signal. Your phone gives it one constantly. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar spent decades studying primate social groups and human tribes. He found something remarkable. Human brains evolved to track roughly 150 meaningful relationships, not more. That number is now known as Dunbar's number. Inside a group of 150, everyone mattered. Everyone was tracked. A shift in someone's tone was not trivial gossip. It was critical intelligence. Are they still an ally? Has something changed? Am I still safe here? Your brain still runs that exact same tracking system today? Except now, instead of monitoring a tribe of 150 around a fire, it is trying to monitor hundreds of digital relationships, all at once, through fragments of text with no tone, no face, and no body language at all. Texting strips away almost everything your ancestors relied on to read a room. No eye contact, no posture, no shared silence that still feels warm. Just words on a screen and a gap of time that your prehistoric alarm system reads as a red flag. 3 gray dots that disappear. To you, it looks like nothing. To the ancient part of your brain, it looks exactly like someone walking away from the fire. Psychologist John Cacioppo, one of the founding researchers of the field of social neuroscience, spent his career studying loneliness. He found that perceived social threat activates the same fight or flight systems as physical danger. Cortisol rises. Heart rate increases. The body prepares, quite literally, for a fight it will never have. This is why an unanswered message can ruin your entire afternoon. Your prehistoric threat detector cannot tell the difference between exile from a Paleolithic tribe and a friend who is simply busy at work. It only knows one thing. Silence after connection used to mean danger, so it reacts as if it still does. Here is the twist almost no one expects. This hypersensitivity was never a flaw. It was one of the most successful survival tools in human history. The humans who felt nothing when ignored did not last long. They wandered off, took unnecessary risks, and lost the safety of the group. The humans who felt a sharp, uncomfortable jolt at the first sign of exclusion, the ones who obsessed over a change in tone, a missed invitation, a cold response, those were the ones who repaired the bond quickly. They apologized. They reconnected. They stayed close to the group that kept them alive. In other words, the same anxious, overthinking mind that keeps you awake rereading a text conversation is a direct descendant of the exact trait that helped your species survive ice ages, famines, and predators far larger than you. You are not broken. You are running an ancient survival algorithm on hardware it was never designed for. And this is where it gets stranger still. Modern life does not just fail to soothe this ancient alarm. It actively provokes it over and over, dozens of times a day. A tribe of 150 people seen face to face gave your ancestors constant, clear signals of belonging. A nod, a shared meal, physical closeness by the fire. Your nervous system was built to run on a steady stream of that reassurance. Now, a huge portion of your relationships live inside a small, glowing rectangle. Ambiguous, delayed, text-based, easy to misread. In your ancient alarm system, the one built for a world of 150 known faces has no idea what to do with hundreds of half-visible relationships flickering in and out of contact all day long. So it does what it was built to do. It stays alert. It scans for danger in every pause. It treats read receipts like body language and treats delayed replies like the sound of footsteps walking away. None of this means you are powerless against it. Understanding where the feeling comes from changes how you respond to it. That racing thought after an unanswered message is not proof that something is wrong. It is a 40,000-year-old reflex, firing in a world it was never built for. The next time 3 dots appear on your screen and then disappear, and your chest tightens without permission, pause for a moment. That is not weakness. That is not oversensitivity. That is a survival system inherited from people who lived and died by the strength of their bonds, doing exactly what it evolved to do. You send a text. 3 dots appear. Then they disappear. Your chest tightens. It is not the silence you are afraid of. It is 40,000 years of history, quietly reminding you how much the people around you have always mattered.